welcome back to SpaceX PLR. As you know, probably SpaceX PLR is the media partner for International Space Convention. And obviously enough, we're both organizing with Nika this great convention that's happening this year, September 9th and 11th. And today we're doing a quick kind of random video. I jumped on a chat with Nika. I said, look, let's do a quick update and let people know what's happening with ISC, agendas, speakers. We have a lot to talk about, and we're going to have many more great updates in upcoming months, and maybe we can do another video too with those updates. And obviously you can find all of those updates if you just follow the social media links that are obviously going to be in the bio for International Space Convention. You can go directly to the website and see what offers that we have for the tickets. Obviously you're going to find that link in the description there below, so we can go and get a ticket that's currently right now for 50% off, and the time is ticking, so make sure to go and use this offer. So where do we need to start? Where do we start? What do we tell people? Because I mean, there's a lot to tell, right?
Great. Yes. So hello everyone, and thanks Martinas for briefly introducing again the plot of today's video. So yeah, and I believe we should start from the most exciting part, and but before we get into that, we should probably just refresh, because some people might just first time they come across the International Space Convention. So this International Space Convention is going to be one of the biggest space conventions this year. We're going to have more than 80 space expert speakers, ranging anything from space agency officials to the CEOs of the private companies to astronauts, scientists, and researchers. And they're going to be covering a lot of great topics over the 3 days. So that's going to be anything from, SatCom to, the recent advances in the space industry, to, the rising trends and the direction where the space industry is heading. And obviously the main theme of this convention will be going around space sustainability and how international cooperation brings one step forward the whole mankind in the quest for exploring and becoming a multi-planetary and potentially galaxy species.
Yeah, well, that's a long goal, right, that we're looking at. So we have two separate agenda halls that I just want to mention to the people as we're talking about agendas and speakers that obviously I'll be sharing here in a minute. But we have two separate lecture halls, which one we have kind of in-person heavy business, which means we have business owners, government officials from this region, and other individuals coming in from big public companies, space agencies, and this is all kind of business talk, right? That's going to be happening during the 3 days in person. And then we have another separate hall, another separate agenda, which we're going to have more of a kind of small startups, researchers, and kind of very big talk. We have a lot of great CEOs actually speaking on that other agenda, on the general agenda, which actually you can go and, well, obviously I'll share more information here in a minute by sharing the screen, where you can go and click one of these links below and find out more information about the people, topics, and so forth. So I think we can move on, and we can basically cover maybe the more exciting part, right, as the speakers, is who is coming. So let me just quickly share the screen.
Just wanted also to point out that all of you can attend this online, meaning that you don't have to travel.
Good point.
So it's going to be great experience to attend online. You can participate in the Q&A sessions and so forth.
Yes, exactly. So as Nika mentioned, this is a hybrid event, meaning that for those people who you cannot travel, it's just too far for you. Maybe you work, watching this video right now somewhere from Australia or States, and because of your schedule or whatever the situation, you're like, I cannot travel, but I'd love to attend. So again, as Nika saying, there's an option to attend online during the 3 days, which is going to be a very busy schedule. I'm going to share that in a minute. So, but looking now at the speakers, obviously we have astronauts who speak in one of those 3 days, like Jose Hernandez, who's a great individual, been part of the international ISS missions. We have a lot of company CEOs, so including Space Perspective, and maybe I'll just cover a little bit and I'll pass it on to Nika so we can split half of those speakers because it's a mouthful. There's a lot to cover. We have a lot of the upstream, so launch service providers like Miguel. We have Claude Nicolier, another Swiss astronaut. We have Space Power Company. We have individuals from Planet representatives also speaking one of those 3 days. We have people who worked at NASA, currently working at NASA. We have more of the launch providers. We have a ground station as a service providers. We have Ariane Space. We have NASA's Human Research Program directors. We have science communicators with public TV shows. We have individuals who are coming from New Zealand also, and they're doing a workshop. If you are going to be attending in person, you can, in a VIP hall, it's going to be part of that. How to develop an emerging market in the space industry. So there's going to be a lot of great information from them. We have space lawyers coming in, people who worked at the design of International Space Station, space economists, individuals who work closely with the space agencies, analog researchers, space optics. We have astrophysicists, science communicators, small startups who are growing in microgravity research. More individuals who work at the research companies on NASA's contracts. And again, what we currently look at right now, this is kind of a mix of both of a VAP and general agenda people, individuals, because obviously we don't discriminate, right? It's a place for everybody to be in the same place.
So I guess I'll pick it up from here, Martina.
Sure,
we have
yes.
Jaya Kumar, who is also a CEO of a private agency. We have Kate, who is again a biochemist, so she's doing her research. We got again analysts. We've got more executive directors. We have Moriba Jah, who is well known in terms of sustainable space traffic management systems. We have CEO of Spaceborne, Egbert. We have more researchers. We have Joseph, who is the founder of the Society of Satellite Professionals. We have Leonardo from Leonardo. So this is the company that's currently working on developing the robotic arm for the Mars sample return mission. We have Precious Payload CEO. We have representatives from Switzerland space industry. We have people from Skyroot. We have CEO of Ebion Space. We have space artists. We have, again, more researchers, more CEOs. We have Michelle, who is the president of the National Space Society of the United States. We've got people from Melbourne Space Program, more CEOs. So the list goes on and on and on.
It's a big list, guys. So for us to cover all
representatives from the European Space Agency in terms of Earth data observation. We've got Munir, who also works at the National Laboratory of the International Space Station, and he also been part of the NASA's analog Hera mission. We've got again Marius from Black Swan. We got Timmy Dayo, who is well known in terms of space activities in Africa. We've got Ben Greaves, who is also working on very interesting projects within his company, Starlab Oasis. In terms of space agriculture.
So Nick, if you don't mind, then probably we just need to just let people go to these links that obviously are going to be included, and you can go through each individual, read about them, see what they're like, and if this information that you're going to get during the convention, during the 3 days, and obviously we can cover agenda quickly in a second, and obviously you can, as an individual, take the time and observe it and see if there is potentially some information that you would like to get during one of those 3 days, because as you see, there's a lot of great companies, representatives. We have individuals who work on the DART mission, deorbit, and we have different individuals in terms of upstream, downstream services, and a lot of people. And obviously the list that you're looking at, so we continue to add more people to the list, as you see. So there will be more and more individuals added in upcoming months, right? But this is already, I think we have over 70 people right now who are speaking. So this is going to be just incredible event for everybody who will be attending in person or online. So that's why we wanted to share this update quickly for you to realize that, look, the offer is there 50%. go and use this offer, go and use this opportunity to get the ticker while the price is still low, kind of this early bird option, right? And now coming back again to the agenda, we can talk about what sort of topics we're going to be talking about. As Nika mentioned, this kind of everything goes around the space sustainability, but we have a lot of different topics around it, right? So anything from space applications, autonomy in space, space telescopes, reaching new heights, and basically sharing the experience of an astronaut and how does it feel like to have that overview effect, right? Satellite deorbiting, Earth observation data, cybersecurity, smart satellite launch services. So again, and we're looking at the VIP agenda. So scrolling down, and maybe I'll let you, Nika, to cover those topics on the general whole here.
Sure, thanks. So again, we have anything related to cosmology and how the universe began to the James Webb Telescope, which is a more recent, and I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with it already, but hearing again from the inside how it happened and what were the stumbling blocks of the mission. We have again individuals from Skyroot sharing their trip, how they became leading employees in their companies, and how to again get started in the space industry and get involved. Yeah. We have more again about space exploration and the lunar infrastructure. As you know, the NASA's Artemis mission is coming up very soon. Yeah. So that's also very convenient to learn about. We have space medicine and tissue engineering. We have Space Law 101. We have asteroid impact mitigations. We have cosmic hazards and new approaches to planetary defense. And many more topics like the impact of Apollo 11 mission, how it's influenced the growth of the space workforce back in the day, and how the applications were created on Earth that, probably every one of you know already, that most of the technology that, you might find at home is byproduct of the NASA missions. We got psychotherapy for human spaceflight, and space art, what's recent on Mars, a brief update, the analog missions, the heritage of the Artemis Accords, uncovering the wonders of the universe, space tourism, and many more topics, which probably would be best if you all just go and check out.
Yes,
because it would just be a very long video for us to go over it.
Yes, because
easier and more clear for you to check it out.
Exactly, because the reason it was just like a quick update, right? And this is all probably going too long as planned. This is supposed to be like 5 minutes, and I think we're already like 10 minutes into it. But it's a super great lineup, as you see yourself, in terms of the speakers and the information, because we want to keep it diverse for this year. Obviously, the main theme is the main theme, but having the different people, anything from market research to getting started in business, ground observations, research, space station, International Space Station, what's new, right? And all the different updates, like from individuals like Naeem, who's working at IBM. So a lot of great topics that will be covered during those 3 days. And coming back, so this is the place where you're going to find it. So it depends when you're looking at this video. So we have still 9 days left from this exact moment, which is the 17th of March. So make sure to go to the link, which of course is going to be included in the bio, and get this offer. Share it with your friend. Look, because there's going to be a lot of value, and that's the point. At the end of the day, that's what we're organizing this convention, because we want to provide the value. We want to continue to see the growth of the space industry, right? And we want to discuss these very important topics, which space sustainability is, right? Anything that happens with the launches and everything that happens, in terms of downstream services and solving the climate issues and so forth. So again, it's a lot for us to cover. So hopefully we'll kind of cover all the pieces during this quick update. So again, as I mentioned before, go and register right now for this. And I guess we'll see you on the next update.